The nice thing now is that, like, we could just come back here whenever we need more chips. And we'll have a bunch, because it's not going to take very long to fill this up. Not long at all, actually. Unless we run out of particle containers. The heck? There's no way we've already burned through all of those particle containers. We burned through all of those particle containers.
Flight mode.
Oh, also, I guess we should probably refuel. We could do that real quick. Yeah, we need to build more of these guys. I mean, I knew that was going to be the case. I've just been procrastinating. It's okay. Maybe it's a good thing that we can't stack up way too many of those, ships then, because my gosh, those poor particle containers. I have done horrible, malicious things to my storage of particle containers. So apparently there's a destroyed core here. I thought I filled up all the destroyed cores here. Oh, is it over here in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oops. Whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's out in the middle of nowhere. There.
Replication complete.
Alright, we should be able to just run this. Yeah, like that. Excellent, excellent. And just like that, we'll double our deuterium rod production. Which shouldn't really run us dry unless we really don't have that much deuterium, but we just massively expanded our deuterium production, so we should be fine with that for the moment. I say as we suddenly run out of deuterium. No, we're good. We're good for the moment. What is going on here? Is this working? Oh, it is working. Okay, we're good to go then. There we go. Did it already get plugged in? No, I just saw it in my inventory. Where did it go? There it is.
Flight mode.
That's hydrogen. That's hydrogen, I think. Deuterium. Yeah, we have so much deuterium now. Look at all that deuterium we have. Oh, it's so good. All right, I think I want to go to Gamma Scooty. Gamma Scooty is a system that has been producing our sulfuric acid. And I want to make sure that it's still doing okay. Because I'm a little bit worried that it's not going to be doing okay. We are going to build up more missile turrets, though, because I have a feeling we're going to need them. We're actually burning through a lot of our engines. It's kind of surprising. I guess it's not that surprising, but it's a little surprising. This is going to take so long. Hold on, what's the major malfunction? It's magnetic coils. Magnetic coils again. That should help. Should speed things up significantly. Here's an interesting problem. You don't have any iron. Well. Oh, that's not iron. I think our starting area, iron stuff has finally become defunct. Huh. That's interesting. I mean, it was bound to happen eventually. I just thought it would happen a whole lot later. You know what? That's good enough. We'll go with that. That's going to take us like a million hours to finish anyway. Let's go to Gamma Scooty. Let's see what's going on up there.
Cruise mode.
Gamma Scooty 1. So this place has been under regular attack. I keep getting informed about the attacks. It's on a fairly well-established dark fog planet. That we've just kind of seized.
Extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting. Engine deactivated.
Okay, well, we don't want to fly right into the base. There we go.
Cruise ended.
So these guys should have actually not a lot of resources.
Flight
What
mode.
about you? Not really a lot of resources either. Huh. Well, I mean, this is still serving its purpose. That's the important part. Yeah, it's fairly well defended. And it's getting plenty of energy. Overall, it's doing a good job. It's doing a good job. It's doing its job well. I could probably build a few more pumps here. We have too much random crap in our inventory.
Mineral depleted.
I mean, this stuff can kind of come out. This stuff can kind of come out. This stuff can definitely come out. I should really use these logistics slots more. I don't know why I don't. I'm just not built that way. What can I say?
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
Yeah, everything here seems to be going fine.
Replication complete.
I think I am going to build another line of missile turrets over here, though. Just to make extra safe. Realistically speaking, I probably, or actually, I should say I almost certainly have the power to clear out the dark fog on this planet. But considering the fact that I'm not really here enough, and I only really want the sulfuric acid, and I already have it, it's not really high on my priority list. There we go. Excellent. How much fuel do I have? I think I have enough. You know, I kind of feel like going on a little field trip. just to say that I did.
Mineral depleted. Flight mode.
We're gonna head this way. Towards that dim dot in the distance. Can't even see it, it's so far away. It would take us 55 days to travel to it at this speed. But we can go a little bit faster, yeah?
Warp engine activated.
This is entirely a tourism trip. I have no reason to go out this far. But I want to. It may take us a couple of jumps to get there, though. We may be here for the long haul. Even at this speed, it's going to take us a minute to get there. I just hope I have enough fuel for the way home. All the way out. This is the farthest reach of the cluster, folks. Looks like we are going to have to stop for a minute and recover our energy. Oh, no, actually, we may be able to just to get to the edge of the system.
Warp engine deactivated.
We're 1 light year away. It's wild. It's wild how big this game is, yeah? At this rate, without another, like, short warp, it would take us an hour, a whole hour, to get to this place. We're gonna have to do another warp. We gotta get closer, chat. Just gotta wait for our fuel to recover for a minute. I wonder if there's gonna be a dark fog hive around this. There probably is, right? Actually, there's 2 around it. Huh. Ah, we're fine. We have plenty of power. We have about that many deuterium fuel rods, which is more than enough. We're just kind of slow rolling it for the moment. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, if I ran out of power in deep space, I would probably just reload the game. I don't think I would subject anybody to slow flying back. I would just reload. It's not worth it. Yeah. No, we're not slow rolling for 37 minutes. That's a bit much. Unless we want to start a podcast. Alright, I think we have enough energy to make the final jump. So let's just go ahead and jump. It's only going to be a super short jump, but that's okay.
Warp engine deactivated.
Here we are, chat. Look at that.
Mineral depleted.
We have 2 dark fog hives. They're level 0. They are quite large. What's my vein utilization at? Not good. Keep in mind, I don't have universe matrices yet, so where is vein utilization? Here it is. Yeah, so I'm at level 5. I don't have white matrices. Yep. But it is as high as it can go before that, though. Man, I love the music around a black hole. I remember listening to it when I was a wee lad, when the game first came out. It's very, very interstellar vibes. Who would want to mine the neomagnets? Yeah, that's a fair point. I wasn't planning on mining anything. I just wanted to check out the black hole, honestly. I haven't been near one for a long time. That sounds weird out of context. Yeah, this theme is very interstellar coded. You should fly into the black hole. No. Travel to the farthest planetary system from your starting planet. Maybe I'll do that. Man, look at that dark fog base. Fly at the plaza. Okay. I'm gonna land on this planet first. We're gonna check this planet out. I love this music. That music is so good in this game. Look at that, chat. Look at that. We're gonna go grab a couple of screenshots from the planet. You'd love to know how they made the music in the game? It sounds orchestral. It sounds like they got an orchestra to just play the music. They probably wrote the songs and got an orchestra to play it. That would be my guess. It doesn't sound... It's definitely not AI generated. That I can definitely tell you. There's also some digital work. Probably. It's probably a mix. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. Oh no, there's so many dark fog hives on this planet.
Cruise ended.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 dark fog hives on this planet. Dang. I guess if you have nowhere else to go, right, chat? I just like the fact that the black hole system has its own unique music. We could grab some grading crystals while we're here. Look at that. Phenomenal. I have. I mentioned it at the start of the stream. I can mention it again. Our seed is not really that great in certain ways. And one of those certain ways is that our neutron star is basically like 3 light years away from our home system. Yeah, so I jumped in there. Yeah. I'm real stubborn on the idea of just, like, rolling with the punches, though. So I saw that, I considered it, and I said we'll go with it anyway. It's okay, though, because our black hole is super far away. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. Alright, I think we jump into space, we save the game, and we'll yeet ourselves into the black hole. Why not? Why not?
Mineral depleted.
We're far enough away from the planet that we're not going to fall back in. Yeah. I like how you can see... I like how you can see the winds of commerce there in the distance. That's really cool. Now, imagine you were spread out across a dozen different systems, and you could just see all of it from out here. This is our cluster, chat. This is our home. That star, I think is going to be home to something very large in our future. What is it, Gemma? 5 light years away? Let's take a look. One 1.7 luminosity. I'm pretty sure we have brighter stars in the area. Yeah, we do. Alright. We'll have to find a big star later. Let's save the game again, just to make sure we did. Alright. Let's careen ourselves into certain death. Or something. No, Dark Fog Hive. Don't do this. Not like this. I think we'll be able to get around it. Yeah, we're fine. Man, I keep pushing the screenshot button, but that's okay. Let's go, chat. Our fleet's deployed. Look at that Dark Fog Hive. You? Well, we did fly quite fast. And we lost all of our power.
Mineral depleted.
But we got an achievement for it, so that's nice. All right, let's get out of here. That you'd have your power if I turned off the combat dudes? Probably. Alright, let's try to get out of here. We may not actually have the power to get out of here at this point. Actually, it should flip. Why do we keep... Stop it. Stop deploying the boys. Yeah, probably. No, I just keep losing power. If you hit Z, your combat button? Oh, I guess I could just disable it there. Yeah, I always forget about that. But I'm still losing power. I mean, eventually it'll fling us out of orbit. I'm getting farther away from it. Every rotation is bringing me farther away from it, I think. We were at 6. Are we going to go to 7? Yeah, so we are, like, slowly getting flung farther out into space. Did you get an orbit the black hole achievement? I got a go faster than 3,000 meters per second achievement. Are we gonna get up to 8? Yeah. I may have years ago. Yeah, I don't know. But I definitely didn't get the speed achievement before, obviously. Alright, we should be able to get out of here now. We survived, that's the important part. As long as we don't run out of fuel on the way home. And we shouldn't. All right, chat, are you ready for the 11-day trip home? It's fine. At least we can listen to the Interstellar music again. Just take some Dramamine and go to sleep. Yeah. Really cool. Really cool. This game is so cool. Like, we were talking about other factory automation games earlier, and like, yeah, they all have their different feels to them, but there's just like nothing compared to like the feeling of scale in this game. Like, looking up into the sky and seeing an enormous megastructure being built above your head is just an incredible feeling. It's really nice. Well, goodbye, DSR Joe 838 plus 21I. I'm sure we'll be back at some point. I don't know when, but someday. Someday we'll mine your planet for doohickeys, unipolar magnets. Well, while we're waiting for our energy to recharge, we can keep looking here. Red Giant. I know we saw a bunch of stars that were extremely luminous before. Like, I think we have some that are on, like, the 2.5 scale. Oh, this has a lot of unique stuff. I don't remember which ones it is, though. This one's 1.8. I think it's the blue. It's the blue stars. 1.9. Yeah, this one's 2.4. So, my grand designs for the game was always to build a small, tiny sphere at Svalison, and then springboard it into a huge sphere at the most luminous star in our sector. And then after that, we could start working on, like, vanity projects. You know, oh, this would be a cool design for a sphere. Let's try that. This is a cool one we got off the internet. Let's try that one. It's gonna be a long time, though. I mean, we're 48 hours into the game. We're making good progress, but we're not even close. Ooh, my voice cracked there. Going through Dyson Sphere puberty. Yeah, we're not even close to being done with this game.
Engine activated.
Not even close. I would expect... It's not going to be a game that I play all the time, obviously. But I would expect Dyson Sphere Program to be an on-again, off-again staple probably throughout this year. If I had to guess. Like, obviously I'm going to be playing other games. Voices of the Void. Caesar 3 we're going to finish up. Majesty 2 we're going to finish up. We still got a lot of other games we're going to play. But every now and then I'm just going to chill and play Dyson Sphere. And work towards my goal. My goal of slowly turning my PC into a puddle of slag. While building fancy Dyson Spheres.
Warp engine deactivated.
I don't know. I think a PC upgrade is in my future. My near future. I'm just... I don't know if anybody's seen the prices of PCs lately. They're high. And they're only going to get worse. And that concerns me. My current PC is a custom-built PC from CyberPower PC. And I bought it 5 years ago for $2,500, $2,600, roughly. And that included a chair, which I'm not very happy with. It has already worn out. That included a headset, a mouse, a keyboard, a webcam, which I never use, all of that stuff. And I think with all of that stuff included, it came up to about $3,000, maybe a little bit more than that. I was looking at PCs this morning, and to get one with not even necessarily the best of the best stuff, but like the second best, because that's why I went with this computer. I went with the second best. I didn't go with a GTX 3090. I went with a GTX 3080 because it was $1,000+ But looking at even like the second best, I'm still looking at like $5,000, $5,000 for a new PC with modern parts. Ugh. Been building PCs since 2010. Your PC has been from 2019, mostly except the graphics card replacement back in 2023. Finally decided to upgrade in December because the RAM prices are scaring you. Same. Yeah, no, that's what I'm looking at too. You can learn to build your own and part it out. It shouldn't be $5,000, but that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you could. I could. I'm scared of building my own PC. I've seen people have traumatic experiences of it in college. You put all your PC parts together and you mistakenly flip a little switch on the back of your power supply and everything explodes. That was a true-to-life story that my roommate experienced. $64 GB DDR5 is pretty good. $2,500 total. Yeah, I could. Everyone who blows up their PC is probably 50 folks who don't. Yeah, you're right. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't mind paying an extra amount of money to get it built for me, though, just to make sure everything's right.
Warp engine activated.
Did you ever figure out what he did wrong? Well, there's this little switch on the back of your power supply that switches it from, what is it, 120 to 240 voltage? And he had it switched to the wrong one. Yeah. Yeah, you could probably see how that could cause a problem. So if I recall, not all power supplies are providing that. Yeah, this was like a decade ago. It's important to note that there have been other safety functions that have been added over the years. Yeah. So what happened was,
Warp engine
I
deactivated.
had nothing to do with putting his PC together, but I was there. I was present in the room, doing my own thing. And he put it all together, and he flipped it on, and nothing happened. And he looked it over. He's like, oh, I don't understand what's going on. Everything's plugged in. Everything's good to go. And he doesn't say anything. He just does it. And then he tries to turn it on again. And a burst of smoke comes billowing out of his PC. And then it just stops. It just dies. And what was really the problem was he forgot one connector somewhere. I don't remember exactly what connector he forgot, but he forgot to plug something in. And that's why it didn't start. But he thought it was switched the wrong way, clearly, and it was not. It was exactly where it needed to be. And yeah, he paid the price for it. Unfortunately. Ooh, we're maxed out on this guy. But yeah, there's a lot of things to prevent issues like that from occurring nowadays that weren't there like 15 years ago. You knew 3-platter hard drives back in like the 2012 just because you had a cable slightly loose on the inside. You learned your lesson. Very sure where the power cable's now. Oh, I'm sure. I am sure. Folks, I think we have another layer of our Dyson Sphere that we can add to. Yeah. Let's do that real quick. No. No! Oh, wait, no, we're fine. I thought I accidentally deleted something over there. I was going to panic. All right. Okay. Again, this is a very simple design. It's not meant to be fancy. But we are coming very close to the end of our sphere construction. It's nearing completion. But yeah, RAM prices are crazy. GPU, oh no. Oh no, that's slightly off. If I ignore it, it'll go away. If I ignore it, it'll go away. Chat, we're just going to ignore that. We're going to pretend that everything else is fine. There we go. We'll do the bottom too. You know, you can pause the game on this screen, right? Yeah, it's okay. We got it. Was it? How do you pause the game on that screen? There's probably a button somewhere. There it is. Nice. It also means that, like, You can design it and then unpause it, and it'll just immediately take off. Which is a nice feature for, like, I don't want to say speed running, but, like, time lapses, if you wanted to do, like, a time lapse of your sphere. Which maybe we'll do something like that at some point. Someday in the far-flung future of 20XX. There we go. I can't believe this one thing is off. Oh, we're gonna have to fix that. You know what? No, we're not fixing that. We're just gonna pretend that nothing bad happened. All those OCD folks out there in the world can absolutely hate it. That's okay.
Flight mode.
Let's go take a look, shall we? It is going to take a while for those parts to build. I also feel like... No, maybe we're fine. I feel like it's crooked. I don't know, or maybe we're just crooked. I think we're just crooked. I still can't get over that. Just like the burst of solar sails, just it bursting, like the burst of bursting through the bursting. Am I right? Just like the explosion of solar sails into the a circle around it. It's really cool. I like it. If you're wondering why I'm goofing off so much, instead of actually doing something productive, we're near the end of the stream. I am gonna have to call us soon. I have to get some sleep because I work tonight. So, yeah, we're just enjoying some sights. We're just enjoying the view. I'm falling into the planet. Thank you, Gas Giant. This is exactly what I wanted. There we go. Yeah, we're just trying to get slingshot out a little bit more. There we go. Besides, folks, sometimes you just have to sit back and enjoy the view. I feel like some people forget that sometimes. At the end of the day, you know, we're here to enjoy ourselves. We're here to appreciate the sights and sounds that are provided to us. You set up a couple of those, like, rose Dyson spheres. You forgot what another one was called. You could try to find a blueprint. I think I saw it online. Look at that. Yeah, I wanna look up a bunch of blueprints online sometime for later, but we're not really at that point yet. It's still going to be quite a while before we're at the point where we could start making vanity projects. The Lotus Tinkered 10 plus layers Dyson Sphere, it's stunning. Maybe I didn't see that one. I'll take a look at it though. The wild thing is, though, is that, like, There's a lot of visually appealing things that you could do in this game. But it doesn't matter. Because you could make something completely utilitarian like this, and it could still be stunning to look at. Like, this game is fabulous. And I don't think I'll ever be tired of looking at it. Matryoshka Sphere, 6 layers in a ring. Yeah, I've definitely seen that one. 1000%. Now, a lot of this will go away. I'll probably stop the solar sails once the sphere is done. And it obviously won't be quite as visually appealing when it's done being built because there'll be fewer colors flowing into it. But it still looks good. It still looks good. I just like how the sphere hoovers up the solar sails as they come in. That's a great effect. And now we can appreciate it without worrying about me derping into the dark fog hive. It's one drawback later on when you have more infinite resources thanks to high vein utilization. Sails just look lovely, but are also a drag on the CPU. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. When I first set the sphere to be built, not the second layer, but the first layer, the brown layer, that's brown, I had a huge lag spike as all of the solar sails just kind of got pulled into it. But yeah, solar sails look good, but they are hard on the CPU. Right now, my CPU is looking pretty good. We're sitting at 35%. My GPU... Actually, my GPU is doing pretty good, too. It's at 61%. It's wild to think about how much is going on. Like, think about it for a second. There is literally hundreds of processes going on in this game at any given time. At this point. And it's still running like a dream. Now, I have a fairly decent computer from 5 years ago. It was very close to the top of the line 5 years ago, which means it's still like a decent, like, upper middle tier PC now. Maybe middle tier. But it's still running like a dream. We only get the occasional lag. Occasionally my frames get eaten. Only every now and then. But it's really not taking long. And that's what is pleasing me right now, is how fast this is going. When I did my first playthrough, all those years ago. Now, granted, I had a much larger sphere at the time. It was the default size. This is actually the smallest sphere in size that you can build. But it was like the average size sphere. I was 100 hours in, and I was still maybe only halfway done with it. We're doing way better this time. Way better and way faster. Granted, I'm sure it helps that I'm streaming this. It helps that I'm streaming this because it means that I have to keep doing things. I cannot just sit around and go, oh, I'm going to sit around for 4 hours and get a backlog of this and then do the next part. I can't do that when I'm streaming. That would be extremely boring to watch. But also just my grasp on the game is a little bit better. Maybe I shouldn't make that claim. Maybe I shouldn't make the claim that I actually know what I'm doing. Alright, so that was a rather significant upgrade to our sphere. Let's go take a look at how that harmed our backlog of sphere pieces. And let's go ahead and look at how much increased power generation we have. We were going to fix that yellow matrix problem, but apparently that's not going to be today. Ooh.
ended.
All right, so we still have 600 of these. Folks, it's almost done with the structure points. Okay, it's not almost done with the structure points. But it's close. It's getting there. Dang. And we're at 2.5 gigawatts. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But the fact that we're still producing so much,
Flight mode.
and we have all these solar sails backed up, that's encouraging. That is really encouraging. This is less encouraging. That's probably important. I'll suffer for that later. Ooh. Look at the deuterium. Ah, we have so much deuterium now. Oh, that's so good.
Flight mode.
We could probably get away with another row of these. Let's do it, chat. This may be a bad idea. Actually, is there enough room in here? There should be. It's a little tight. But I think as long as we... Yeah, as long as we do this carefully, we should be fine. Oops. The only thing we may need to do is actually put more deuterium into the line. But we have so much deuterium now that, honestly, let it. Let it come. We got this. What are you doing, game? There we go. So the reason I'm bringing it around this way instead of just bringing it around this way is because I want to make sure it gets hit by the proliferator. Proliferator is another problem that I continue to put off. And I will probably continue to put off for the foreseeable future. All right, let's go ahead and split this line here. This probably isn't the most efficient way to do this, but that's okay. I have never been one for efficiency, so why start now? And we're just gonna run this straight down like this. We're doing that just to make sure that some of the deuterium actually makes it to the end instead of getting gobbled up. It's a bit weird because it's still technically the same amount of deuterium going in.
Upgrade complete.
Maybe what we need to do... is connect another line in as well. All right, time for the spaghetti to become greater spaghetti, I guess. All right. Split this off. Why don't I just... You know, I don't know why I do half the things that I do. Why start questioning it now? There we go. What the heck? Where did all my deuterium go? Oh, there. No, stop. No, stop. That... Game, please. Please stop. Which way is this going? It's going this way. There we go. All right, crisis averted. There we go. Now it's just completely stuffed full of deuterium. Excellent. So... here's the wild thing. Now, the shell... the Dyson Sphere as a whole is making 2.13 gigawatts of power. We're only using half of it. We're only using half of it. That needs to be, like, the next thing that I deal with is burning through more of it. More power. More power. Which there's a few ways I can do that real, like, cheap and easy. I can just charge more accumulators. Or, you know, dramatically expand my operations.
Flight mode.
I think we're doing pretty good on our ray receivers, though. .03, 2.15. 53% of our power comes from... or wait, no. Yes. 53... oh, this is the entire star cluster. That's fair. Okay, this does make a lot of sense then. 53% of our power comes from ray receivers. 11% comes from energy exchangers. There's a few planets that I have that don't have solid power banks that I'm feeding off of my Dyson Sphere. That is why we use that. That's why we use these energy exchangers. They're good. They're really good. Most of our power is being consumed by the assembly machines. The 356 assembly machines that we have. Nice. Nice. And we've consumed 67 terajoules. That... Yeah, get wrecked, vegetation. We killed a tree. Nice. Oh, hey, there you can see all the data about my PC. What's consuming the most? Interesting.
Mineral depleted.
There's a lot of interesting information here. A lot of interesting information. Metadata. Nice. Alright, folks. I think this is going to be the end of the stream today, though. I'm going to save the game. We're going to go to the galaxy map. I'm going to look at the right system. Probably. So it's just a little thing that I like to do at the end of every stream. For the first, like, 3/4 of the playthrough, I was looking at the wrong blip. I was looking at the old blip of my old save from years ago, which apparently still exists on the map, even though I don't even have that save anymore, which is kind of weird. Especially because a save that I had earlier that I was playing when I was offline and ended up deleting did go away. What is this? Why? Why? I mean, don't get me wrong. I give them lots of credit for the effort it takes to do this. Why? That's actually really funny. I can't deny that. It's actually really funny. It's just completely, like, antithetical to everything else on the map. It's like everything else just looks like kind of a normal thing, and then you just have a ring. Whatever. Anyway, our system is right here. 2.4 gigawatts. Or just a little tiny speck. Just a little tiny speck right there. Hopefully someday we will glow with power like some of these other places, though. That's impressive. That's actually really funny. I wish I could zoom in on it better. I hate... How long is this going to last? How long is it going to be until somebody draws something not safe for work on this map? You know, if they could do something like that, they could do something else. That's all I'm gonna say. Hopefully that doesn't happen, though. This game is too wholesome to ruin with bad stuff. But that's just funny. I get a kick out of that. All right, folks. That's it for me for today. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for the follow. Deltras, and we'll pick this up again. It may not be the next time I stream. It may be later in the month. I have vacation coming up at the end of the month, so hopefully we'll be able to get a bunch of streams done then, too. But until then, folks, happy gaming.